Well, it is June 23rd. It is day 155 of the Trump presidency. Snacks is here with me. Yikes. I almost couldn't do it, man. I was like, listen, you can't just abandon them for this many days in a row, because it's been 4 days since my last report to you, my long reports anyway. I have been yapping my face off on TikTok, trying to give updates. I don't know. I think I've posted 6 times today. There's so much going on, you guys. I just can't. I can't. And in fact, I haven't even posted the latest breaking news update on TikTok, so I'll tell you. Trump went on Truth Social just now and said that there has a ceasefire agreement has been reached between Iran and Israel. That after they are done with their current bombing campaigns against each other, that there's going to be like a 6-hour ceasefire followed by a 12-hour ceasefire or something, and then after 24 hours the war is over. It's hard for me to focus on what he's saying. So Israel has not confirmed this at all, and people reached out to Iran for a statement. First, Iran said no. So some officials in Iran said no one has heard anything or spoken to anyone about this at all. Then other Iranian officials apparently appeared to confirm yes. I don't know is the answer. I would not, like, if I were a betting man, I wouldn't be betting on this, but who knows? Stranger things have happened. And time will tell, won't it? I mean, sure, I really sure hope so. It would be fantastic if they just completely dropped this. I find it strange that Israel appeared to say that they absolutely would not be stopping anytime soon. Their Minister of Defense said that the Ayatollah can no longer be allowed to live. I mean, a lot of things have been said. Were they drunk? Were they mad? Did they change their mind? Did something happen? Were they promised something? I can't tell you. I just don't know. Don't know. And again, I will always fall back to the evidence that perhaps I am in a coma and I am just making this moment up in my brain. Okay, so that is one piece of breaking news that is happening right now. Okay, so Trump also today took to Truth Social. He's been a busy man on Truth Social in the last 48 hours and began to pick a fight with Russia over who has bigger, stronger nukes. He is talking indirectly to ex-president Medvedev. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that, and probably because Putin has been president for the majority of the time that I've been alive, if not all of it. Actually, I don't know. I don't know when he came into office. But apparently Medvedev had gotten onto some social media platform or made some sort of comment that Russia is considering supplying Iran with nukes. Okay? Yeah. I've heard that from many sources that may or may not have even already happened, but that is a potential that exists here in the situation because Russia and Iran have a very close relationship. It's not just based on trade of weapons and other things. It's also based on BRICS, which is like their kind of rival to the dollar, the US dollar. I know that China and Russia have a fairly extreme vested interest in replacing the United States, both in terms of military power and also in terms of financial power and, who knows what else. Like, they would love nothing more than to see the United States totally collapse. And there's lots of ways to bring that about. And we are sure helping them. We're making it go as fast as we can for Daddy Putin and Daddy Netanyahu. Anyways, so then Trump, basically said, our nukes are the fastest, strongest, best nukes on the planet. I just can't. It's so embarrassing. You guys, I'm so embarrassed. And I'm so tired. Anyways, that happened today. And then sadly, the Supreme Court has ruled that they will allow Trump to continue deporting immigrants to third countries that they've never been to and that they have nothing to do with. It was 6-3 with the 3 most liberal judges voting no. I don't know, man. I feel like, again, if people can get the hell out of here, they should. I posted this on TikTok, and I feel that I reposted this to my platform, but there was a father, and his name is escaping me right now. It's a father in Los Angeles who was attacked by 4 200-pound ICE agents, even though he only weighs 150 pounds and stands at maybe 5'6" or 5'7". He was just doing his job outside of IHOP. He has 3 grown sons in the military, in the Marines, and they assaulted him so badly, they pepper sprayed him, and then they dislocated his shoulder. It's not safe. It's not safe. I didn't even report on this. This is just coming to my mind as I'm sitting here. But I also, and I haven't even gotten a chance to deeply look into this, but it sounds like quite a number of Texas farms have completely shut down because they have lost 100% of their workforce. A lot of the farm owners have made statements saying that they cannot keep American workers for the cost that they are willing to pay, like what they've been paying immigrants, that American workers won't do it. They're not showing up for work. We told you that. And it's not just happening on produce farms, it's happening to livestock farms, which part of the reason I didn't look into this morning, because I heard about this last night. I don't want to hear what's happening to those poor cows. It freaks me out, man. Especially with this heat wave, I can't even. And scientists are confirming, by the way, that the heat wave that has hit the Midwest, which I'm sure many of you have heard about this, but it's called a heat bulb or something, where basically it's so humid and so hot at the same time that it's super dangerous. It's dangerous for anyone who's vulnerable, anyone who's older. It's just, you can have heat stroke very quickly. So what I was going to say is, I can't even walk my dog in the middle of the day. I have to wait until the sun has borderline gone completely down to walk him again. And scientists have confirmed that, this is due to human-caused climate change. But there's going to be a bunch of people who just don't believe that, and I don't want to live with them anymore. Okay. Sorry, that was a lot of headlines just smushed in there that are not even on this page, but we got confirmation today from a lot of experts that when Trump hit Iran, the nuclear sites in Iran the other day, that all of the uranium had been previously moved away from those sites prior to us dropping bombs on them. And so we did all of that for nothing. And we escalated tensions without actually accomplishing anything. And a lot of that has to do with, there's a whole article in the New York Times today, which I ended up just subscribing to the New York Times today because I'm like, you know what, it's worth it. And I'll hear some well-reported news that I can bring back to you guys. Anyways, it sounds like the Pentagon, when they sent those B-2 bombers to Guam, they sent other B-2 bombers to the east, I think. Anyways, in the opposite direction. And they didn't tell Trump that they were doing that. They basically faked Trump out so that he couldn't yap to the world about this shit on Truth Social. Because he keeps doing it. He keeps saying stuff like, before it's confirmed, he's saying stuff that's not true. He's saying stuff that is true that we don't want anyone to know. It's like, it's really chaotic. Which is why I think, you know, just prior to recording this, a lot of major news networks still are not confirming whether or not there is, in fact, a ceasefire between Iran and Israel, because until both countries have, like, actually confirmed this, we don't know what he's talking about. And, I don't know. We live in weird times, man. Truth Social should not be the place to get your news. I miss decorum and I miss decency so much. Okay. So, national security experts have raised the alerts in the United States for potential terror attacks here. Again, who knows what's going on? There are all kinds of people talking about false flag events. It's sad that we're at this place where that, you know, it's gonna, I don't know if we're ever really gonna know everything that's actually happening behind the scenes. But again, there's all kinds of people. People are predicting that other countries will create a false flag event and blame it on Iran. People are claiming that the United States might do that as well to justify whatever they're about to do. Oh, shit. Sorry. I just remembered this very important fact, which is that Iran just found a mineral that is very important for making bombs. It starts with an A. I'm not going to remember what it's called. If you go to Google and just type in Iran finds mineral resource, if it's within the last 30 days, then that's correct, and it starts with an A. So a lot of people are saying that everything that's happening right now is literally just an excuse for the United States and Israel to try to go take all their whatever that stuff is. Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't have to try hard to convince me of that. Let's just leave it at that. So who knows what's going on? I feel that Americans certainly aren't safe, but also, like, who is safe in the entire world right now? A horrible thing also happened in France. There was a music festival where 12 young men were running like wild and injecting some sort of substance into the young women that were there. I think over 100 young women got injected with something. I don't even think they know what it is yet. Some of them said they felt sick afterwards. That is super scary stuff, dude. Again, we're living in a really weird time in history, and I don't even know. Sorry. Sorry for the absolutely giant cat. He is giant in real life, but that also was a weird angle, right? You're not that fat. You're just a little chubby. He's a British short hair, and so he appears very large. And I think he's probably, I don't know, 20 pounds-ish. It's been a while since he's been weighed. Okay. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has also called for Trump's impeachment. I feel that since no one is doing anything so far, and the Supreme Court is doing things like letting him take people to countries that they've never been to and they don't speak the language, I don't think that's going to happen. I just don't. I do still think he'll pass away in office from some type of health event. And it could happen anytime. Yeah. So anyways, I am just, I don't even know if I'm physically tired. I think I'm just, mentally, sorry, I'm really sorry. Look at this. This is gross. I think I'm just mentally gone. Man, I'm fried. All right. It was good to see you guys. I have been posting a ton of shorts on here. I try not to post like every single yip yap session that I have on TikTok to to YouTube because it's a little bit of a different format and platform. I'm sorry, Big C is causing an earthquake. But I am going to post more. And listen, there's nothing I can do to stop him. All right, you guys, I'll see ya. See ya when I see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.